Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. I feel like it's a Monday. It's a Wednesday, so I hope you're all doing well. I feel like I've got like a bazillion things to say to all of you and tell you all and catch you up. And it's been a minute that I've sat in this chair. I'm really excited to be back. Sometimes I think we need a little bit of a reset, and I feel like that's what happened to me. I needed a little bit of a reset, and I got it. So here we are. I probably should have made a list. So good morning, everyone. I am Melissa, evidential medium, IET master instructor with integrated energy therapy and spiritual life coach. So all the good things, right? All of that can be found on my website, melissawwatkins.com. Thank you for being here. This is going to be basically old school energy update for the day. So daily guidance and all the updates. So, good. Hello, Darlene. All is well. Thank you for being here. So if you're watching this live replay, thank you for being here. So I had an amazing weekend down in Virginia Beach with family. So that was amazing. So I have to thank my cousins. I have to thank my sister, my brother-in-law, their neighbors. Like, it was just a whole amazing experience. So thank you, everyone. Ride up and ride back by myself over 300 miles to get to my sister's. And then we traveled to Virginia together. But um, spirit is real. And how do I know spirit is real? I'm going to tell you how I know spirit is real. Driving back yesterday, very uneventful. Let me preface this with saying that when my father taught us all to drive, he did a really good job. And he taught us road etiquette, especially for like being on major highways and the thruway, like really like how to be a good participant in those situations. Like, pass when you need to, stay in the right lane when, you don't need to be passing, and be aware of your surroundings, who's around you, what they're doing. So, I wasn't on my phone. I was listening to a podcast, being a very good steward of what was going on around me. And I only stopped once. And then on the way through, I saw a sign on the thruway for in New York State. For those of you who don't know, I'm in New York State. So we have a toll road called the New York State Thruway. And there was a rest stop, and it had a Dunkin' Donuts drive-through. And I thought, well, I could use an iced tea. And if my brother-in-law watches this, he's going to laugh, because like all weekend, all I did was like find places to get unsweet iced tea. And a couple of times in the South, I didn't get the unsweet version. So it was a whole thing. Anyway, inside joke. So I drive through, I get my iced tea, I'm all good. But it was a major rest stop. Lots of big rigs, big trucks. And I pull out, and I'm a little RAV4. I'm a little SUV. Um, Definitely a shitter and getter, right? She goes, and she's small, so she fits in spaces. So I pull out, and these rigs are pulling out in front of me. There's two of them, and they're going really slow. They're big rigs. It takes them a minute to get the momentum going. So I look behind me as I'm behind these two rigs, kind of pulling out slowly, and it's coming. There's people behind me. They're just a trucking, and I'm thinking they're going to rear end me. Like, this is not going to be a good thing. And so I hit it, because I'm not afraid to go fast. For those of you who don't know me, I grew up around motorcycles, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, snowmobiles. I like to go fast. So, which is why I really like my car, because it'll go if I need it to. So I hit the gas, and I'm flying by these trucks to get out of their way so they can get the momentum, but also not to get tagged by the people that are not slowing down. Like, they're coming at us at about 70. And I don't know what happened, but there was real divine intervention, because 1 minute I'm thinking, where do I go? And the next minute I'm out of the kerfluffle. I never had time for fear. I never got scared. I never had an adrenaline rush. Literally, I just felt like my vehicle was kind of like picked up and moved. Like, I was one place, and then I was very immediately somewhere else. And I don't know how I got from one point to the other. I just know that a car went by me, and that was it. It was over. And so the power of prayer works, because I got out of that situation. Nobody got hurt. It could have been horrible. And I set the intention, I set the prayer, the whole trip. Every time we got in the car, I said, I request a most benevolent outcome for this trip, for this road trip, for this, getting here to there in Jesus' name, amen. And I did that every time. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think I had some here. I don't think and I've showed them to you before. I have a little Jesus and he sits right there. I've got a ledge above my display for the radio and all that. And there's a little ledge there, and I think it's got some lights, and he sits right there. And I just looked over and I said, okay, little Jesus, we did it. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Good morning, Colleen. Yeah, seriously, Darlene. Good morning, Cynthia. Literally, like, I'm behind these trucks. These cars are coming up. I take off. I get halfway by the trucks. I think I'm running out of road. They're moving over. Oh my gosh. I didn't even have time to think. Like, literally, I was like in a situation where I was like, where do I go? And then I was like out of it. And I was like, okay, Spirit is good. God is good. Jesus is good. That was, so thank you. I came home. I did my gratitude for sure. Did my thank you prayer for sure. But I wanted to share that with all of you because I know that we do this work together. And I know there's a lot of ways in your life where you think it's not real. God's not real. Spirit's not real. Manifestation isn't real. Things, it's not happening for me. And interestingly enough, the podcast, hey, Tracy, hello, honey. The podcast that I'm going to record this afternoon and drop today, I actually outlined it on my trip. I was the early riser. They would go out at night and I would stay home. I'm, the old gal. So they would go out and, check out the boardwalk and see the nightlife. And I would stay home and I would get up earlier than them and I would do my gratitude journal and I would do my meditation. I'd have my coffee and it was a beautiful back yard that was all fenced in with really beautiful landscaping and places so it was a really great coffee place. And then honestly, a place to reconnect in the evening. So I outlined, Spirit brought me through, which is what's been happening with this podcast, guys. Honestly, it's been super easy to do because I just feel like this is what I'm being called to do, is kind of share all of this wisdom that is coming through me. Because again, it's not me. I'm like you, trying to figure it out as we go. So these messages are just as needed or timely in my own life as hopefully they are for you. So if you haven't checked out the podcast, I'm keeping it to about 30 minutes. I don't know if we will go beyond that at some point because I can talk for an hour without even trying. Just saying. So I don't know if they'll get lengthier, but Spirit's been keeping it at about 30 minutes. I get to about that 25, 30 minute mark and I feel like, okay, done. Like, what needed to be said got said. And I don't know if in the future, like we'll bring people on to have a discussion. I did those in the past with Thomas. If you remember a couple of years ago, we had Dr. Thomas on. And then before that, I was having conversations with Sheila Tillich, my mentor. So we'll see where this is going to go. But if you haven't checked that out, please do. It's on Podbean. If you don't want to subscribe to Podbean because you don't want another app, I get it. You can find it on Spotify. You can find it on iHeart. You can find it on Apple iPod. It's Spiritual 411. If you search that in those places, you will find it and you'll be able to listen to me. You don't have to watch me. They are all on YouTube. There is videos on YouTube. But if you want to just listen, you can definitely go to Spotify, iHeart, and Apple iPod. Wherever you get your iPods, you should be able to find Spiritual 411. So, okay, that's, like I said, I should have made a list. Cynthia, love hearing how Spirit helps us. Yeah, it's a beautiful confirmation, right? Oh, thank you, Darlene. Love your podcast. Lots of information. I'm learning a lot. Yay. And that's exactly why I feel like I started it, to be honest with you. It's definitely going to be a complement to the spiritual coaching one-on-one that I do with people. And it'll also be a complement to my Living in Love community for people who want to join my monthly subscription for ongoing learning, and more one-on-one connection with me. Um, Colleen, love when prayer works. One of my mantras are thank you, God, thank you, angels, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So we got home. We got home safe. I haven't told anybody else that story. You guys are hearing it first. I haven't told my family, I haven't told anybody. I didn't want to throw my daughter for a loop for sure. And to be honest with you, I think I needed to sit with it for a minute because, it's one of those things like, did that really just happen? But it did, because for a second there, I thought, okay, this might not be good. And then it was over. It was done. And I was good. All right, let's pull some cards. So just so you know, Samhain season is coming up. The veil is thinning. These eclipses are bringing up a lot for everybody. So I have actually incorporated the mini sessions in person in Auburn, New York, 20 minutes for $40. And I think this is the first time I've ever done this. I'm also opening it up online. So for those of you who are not in person, we can do a video conference, 20 minutes for $40. And that you can just go to my website or my app and book that. That is going to be open until October 31st. So those mini sessions we're going to do for about a month and a half. And to be honest with you, there's no cap. There's no, it's just when it's over, it's over. So you can utilize that as often as you would like to in the next month and a half. But I really felt like with all the energies going on right now, I just felt like we all needed more support, right? So, and I know I think it's been a long time since I've really opened up the 20-minute mini sessions for those of you who would be more virtual because you're not in my area. So I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you for sure. I think that, I think the other reason, to be honest with you, I think I did it for myself, very selfishly. There's been quite a few of you that we just haven't connected in a while in person. So I thought that would be a great way for you to kind of get more of a personal chat with me about your specific situations. I know these general readings do help the majority of you. I know there's always something here for all of you, but sometimes it's just nice to get that validation or that question answered or that message from your particular spirit. So 20 minutes goes fast. So try to come with like your very specific what you want. That really helps that 20 minutes to be really engaging and helpful for you. Okay, so that's all there. Awesome, Colleen. I can't wait for the feedback. All right. So not really looked at any of my cards at the moment. So the one card I will say that I started with, the one that, and it's not here. I do this all the time, guys. I shuffle my decks after I use them and then I lose the card that I want to like refer to again. Anyway, so the title of this video, Lighthearted Energy Brings Divine Timing. Yeah, it was all about having joy and lightheartedness. And I think that is really, really instrumental right now, especially for those of us who are going through it. Things are coming up and being released in this eclipse season. And so remembering that when you're processing, it's really important. Joy is the highest vibrational frequency. So it's going to help you move through whatever you're going through quicker, to not like just get depressed about it or really sink into the heaviness of it. But, as you're processing it, make sure you're going and having the fun and having the joy and the lightheartedness. And that is also going to help you with the when is things going to show up? When is things going to start feeling better? When am I going to get to the other side of something, right? So, because divine timing, honestly, is that's the universe joining up the dots. We have no way of knowing when that's going to happen, and so it's so important to make sure that you're staying in the highest frequency until that happens. And so stay tuned, because I'm going to talk a lot. I feel like I'm going to talk a lot about that on this very next podcast. Yeah, look at that. And the card that wanted to pop out, flexible. Be flexible in this energy. So this is not an energy to get rigid. It's not an energy to say it's got to be this way or that way. It's being more flexible about again, when spirit brings you what you're trying to manifest, like you might have this very detailed thought in your mind, and that does help the manifestation process, but you also have to be open to how spirit's actually going to bring it into your physical. It may be similar, And it may have aspects of what you were wanting, but they're always going to bring you, I want to say, like the next version, the better version, the upgraded version, because we as humans, we tend to play small. We tend to think like, if I only ask for this and not the full expanded version of what I want, then I have more of a chance of getting it, right? And that's not how the universe works. So that's why we have to like let this idea go that we only have to want this little kernel, when really what we want is that whole ear of corn. So very, very important to be flexible right now, especially with other people. I'm feeling like other people, they're going through their stuff, right? And if they're not as spiritually aware of what's really going on, then it's going to be much easier for them to kind of come at you with this finger pointing, wanting to trigger you, them being triggered and want to dump their stuff on you. So that's the other thing that I'm feeling with this flexible card. Like, be flexible with what's coming at you. Be be more neutral. Non-reactive and neutral is going to be way better than trying to give that, kernel of advice that would help if they could hear you, but they can't hear you, so don't give it, right? So be flexible about when you're talking to people, how you're talking to people, what you're receiving, what you're not receiving. It's a really good time to also think about making sure that you keep your boundaries in place in this energy. All right, let's see what else Spirit wants to bring through. I'm so excited to be sitting in this chair with all of you. Whew. Okay, it was a long, I'm going to be honest with you. Once I get these couple of things done, other than getting booked, I'm going to try to be a little quieter today. I am getting the grandbaby at 2, so maybe I won't be able to rest as much as I think I want to. Yes, have patience and trust. Absolutely. Cynthia makes all the difference. Buy the book, card number 11. So I definitely feel like Archangel Metatron is around you right now. He's bringing you wisdom. So a lot of you are getting the nudges on how to be flexible through your intuition, through the signs and synchronicities, because I do feel like Archangel Metatron is supporting us and helping us right now to have the higher information, the higher wisdom, the higher code, the higher download. And when I say higher, I mean like higher frequency, right? So anybody that's coming at you with maybe lower frequencies, it feels like that's where you have to stay more neutral. Okay. So I also want to see if I can, there it is. Morning, Caitlin. All right. Card number 11. Yeah. Buy the book. Elephants are also good luck. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn that these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to these universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So structure and order are going to help you to maintain the ability to be more neutral in your flexibility of how people are coming at you. Being flexible, almost like too, I feel like also, as above, so below, as within, so without. And, when you have people that are trying to just poke at you because they feel a type of way and they don't maybe understand why they feel that type of way, that, this eclipse was very powerful in really helping us to very clearly see, things that are still in our way, that are still keeping us bound to old paradigms, bound to old ways of being and doing, dogmas that we have dealt with in our life. So really, really important to be neutral and understand, like, and being neutral is going to help you to not get attacked and to not get their stuff, right? Because if you're vibrating at an anger level or at a criticism and judgment level, then you're going to get that kind of coming at you. And right now that's going to feel so much more triggering and difficult than it would in a normal energy, because we're at we're in the middle of these two eclipses. We're in the middle. So until the 22nd of September, things are going to be coming up. And so what does your routine look like? Are you routinely checking in with yourself energetically? Are you managing your energy? Are you supporting your energy? Are you supporting your sleep? Are you supporting your eating? Are you supporting your exercise? Are you supporting your mental health? So all really, really important stuff right now to help you support yourself and to keep other stuff away. Okay, so I'm going to get some angel guidance. So let's see what Mr. Kyle Gray with the Angel Guide Oracle. Let's see what the angel advice is for us. Understood, Colleen. Remember, hitting the like, hitting the heart, on any platform, going to my website, becoming part of my mailing list, like adding your energy to my group is going to absolutely inform the messages that come through. Like I said, there's always something here for everyone if you're open to receiving. And that's why I keep coming back. Oh yeah. And this is what's going on in this portal of these eclipses is spiritual growth. Spiritual growth. I mean, if you're here, that's the path you're on, right? If you're here, you're already growing. You're already evolving. So here's your advice. This is a powerful time for you. Your growth and understanding are unfolding at an incredible rate, and you feel more connected than ever to your soul, gifts, and purpose. Your angels are encouraging you to keep up the good work and continue expanding your knowledge, experience, and spiritual connection. When this card arrives for you, it's a confirmation that the experiences and insights you have recently have been divinely led. You may find yourself connecting to particular energies at this time or even experiencing angels or guides visiting you. This card is letting you know that these experiences are real and are occurring because of your determination to open up spiritually. The path of light is unfolding for you, and you are being encouraged to hold your head high and focus on spiritual growth. The rest will be taken care of for you. Every experience is a learning experience. You are a student of life and spirit, and what has happened in your life hasn't happened to you. It's happened for you. You have incredible resilience and the capacity to overcome whatever darkness or unknown you face. No matter what has been served to you, you have done everything within your might and power to face it and find a way forward. Angels are acknowledging your determination and the positive, kind-hearted, and upbeat energy that has allowed you to become the wonderful person you are today. You may feel that your spiritual gifts are opening much more at this time. Be aware of any visions, psychic insights, or connections you develop, as they will be pivotal to your growth. All right? So maybe taking a little time today or in the next week to really have a day or a period of time, I would say, a couple of hours where, you read that spiritual book or you take that longer walk in nature or you do some kind of spirit connection ritual, whatever that looks like for you. But I do feel like that's going to help you, all of us, to ground into, to lean into what is being brought to you, whether it's being brought through your physical body, whether it's being brought in your mental body, whether it's being brought in your emotional body, your energetic body, but you're getting a lot of messages. And sometimes we miss them or we get anxious because they're trying to come in, but we're not aware enough that they're coming in or what they are. And that creates our sympathetic nervous system to get all like um overstimulated. Because you don't just have the physical 3D experience going on, but you've also got that higher experience going on coming in from the divine. And so all of a sudden you've got a lot going on in your nervous system and it creates this feeling of anxiety and you don't know where it's coming from. But if you get quiet, if you take the time, you'll understand that there are messages coming through for you and how you're receiving them. And if you need help with that, I do have the one-on-one spiritual life coaching that will help you with that, the healing and the tuning in. And that is, there's 2 packages. You can do it monthly for a year, or you can do a 6-month package where we do 9 sessions. So we get together about every 3 weeks. And that is like, for those of you who are really ready to dive in and do rapid work. But that's all on my website. So, yeah, we got a lot going on. And in those coaching sessions, we also do the integrated energy therapy. So it's coaching and it's energy healing. So it's pretty profound. And the people that have been working with me, I thank them for that. And we're just doing tremendous work. And I can't wait to do it with more of you. So when you're ready, hit that button and let's get started. All right. So, oh, awesome, Darlene. During your message, feeling tingly in the top of my head and the back of my head. Yeah. Spirit's coming through. So you can do it monthly, and it's an automatic withdrawal through my PayPal. You don't have to have PayPal. It's my PayPal, but that's all on my website. Or you can do the one-time payment for the 6 months where we get 9 sessions. So that's the spiritual life coaching. And if you want more information on that, you can always book your free intake call with me. That's on the website as well. And yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited for this fall. I'm excited for this winter. I'm excited to dive into my online subscription community. We do the 3 meetings a month. So I will be dropping, I didn't get a chance to drop the September monthly meditation. I'm going to be dropping that this week in there. And then we're also going to be scheduling the coaching call. So yeah, guys, we got a lot going on. I'm really excited to kind of get back to work, get back to my routine and my schedule. And actually, as I'm thinking about all of this and talking to you about all of this, it's like, okay, you need to like literally put out a calendar and really start sitting down and getting yourself organized. It's time. So, all right, guys, thank you for being here, whether you're live or on the replay, especially if you're live. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you tuning in live. And then those of you watching on the replay. So remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, check out the podcast, and also for the next month and a half, we're going to do the Samhain readings. So that's all on my website, melissawatkins.com. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I will be dropping the podcast later today or tomorrow morning. Later today. I want to get that out today. I got till 2:00. Don't have to pick up the baby till 2. So we got time. All right. So have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Take care. Talk soon.